What's up everybody, it's your boy Duty back again with another video, and this time I wanted to do a commentary style on our boy Phil's rant about Capcom releasing information about Street Fighter 6 and how they plan to release 3 separate editions and of course some DLC and additional season passes that they're offering. And of course, when it comes to paying for video games, our boy Phil hates to do it. He hates to pay for anything. I mean, 60 bucks, 70 bucks is just way too much. And then if you're going to try to up that to say $99 for say an ultimate version, our boy Phil is going to lose his shit. So I just found it so comical that of all people, Phil is bitching about a company offering additional content or little content for more money. And Phil's business model is the epitome of doing that. You know what I always say about Phil? His motto is minimal effort for maximum profit. So I just want to play this video real quick. It's just about a minute and a half of the rant, and then I want to go on my own personal rant about our boy Phil. Let's watch it.
And it will have 3 different versions. Standard edition just comes with the pre-order bonus, 1 outfit color for 6 different characters, special titles and stickers. And it's cross-platform PS4, PS5. Okay? Deluxe edition will include a year 1 character pass, meaning the whole year 1 DLCs of character season DLCs will be included. Then there's supposed to be an ultimate edition. And what's funny is when you look at it, it doesn't even make sense because it doesn't look like it has anything extra. At least from what's listed on PSN, it looks like it's exactly the same as the deluxe edition. All right? Now, I hate to say this. I'm gonna be very, very honest and critical with all of you. I liked the Street Fighter 6 beta. So far, I like everything I'm seeing about the game. I feel there's a few things that could be rebalanced. We're going to see next weekend if with this wave 2 of the beta, if they did listen to feedback and rebalance anything. All right? But for the most part, I think that the game looks pretty promising. All right? The fact that they're already selling the game with a Season 1 expansion pass is fucking bullshit. I'm sick of this shit. Let me ask you guys a question. What is the difference between selling a new fighting game with on-disc DLC that will be periodically unlocked during the course of the year, but you have to pay for it, or a game that you buy supposedly for full price at launch that's supposed to be a full-fledged game, but they've already developed an entire season of additional characters that are going to be added over the course of the next year that they're charging extra money for? Do you want to know the answer? There's no difference. There's the same shit. Don't you think they already are working on the first season DLC? Of course they are. The on-disc DLC characters were done and were on the disc for a game like Street Fighter Cross Tekken, and that caused so much stir and controversy 10 years ago. Oh my god, I can't believe that they would sell us a game with locked characters. Street Fighter 6 is the same. These characters already will be developed, already will be ready for release. They're just going to withhold them and slowly release them over the course of another year to nickel and dime you more. All right.
Okay, so first of all, I'm not saying that Phil doesn't have a point here, because of course a lot of game developers and companies actually do that. They kind of develop a full game and then they give you bits and pieces of it. Battlefield is famous for it. COD does it. A lot of the first-person shooters do it. It's just a common practice, and yeah, it's not cool. It sucks. Now, I don't mind it personally if you get a robust game at the very beginning. So if you get a lot of content at the very beginning, and yeah, okay, so let's say they produce, like I'll do Call of Duty. Let's say they've given you 20 maps at the beginning of the season. When you buy the game, 20 maps, you get 15 operators, and you get a couple costumes or whatever. And then, then they offer something similar to a season pass, where you can get more things, where you can get more operators, more costumes, and so on, right? Which you have to pay for. You can get the standard edition, or you can get the ultimate edition, whatever the cost is. If they're giving me a lot of content at the very beginning, I'm fine with it. Now, if they give me a stripped down, a stripped down game like Battlefield 5 did, where it was just atrocious, and they took, that those characters and the maps and all that, and included it in the first season, or DLC or whatever the case is, that's a different story. Now, if Street Fighter is going to do that, yeah, I agree with your point, Phil. My issue is that Phil is not the person that should be having this argument or having this discussion. We're talking about a man here that plays a game, right? Let's get Pokemon, and he charges his viewers, his supporters, $25 to name a Pokemon. $25 just to name it. That's all you're getting, $25. Phil is the man that actually has 3 tiers for his memberships, right? So if you ever go and you look at his memberships, right, he has 3 tiers. He has the base one for $4. Then I think he has another one for $9, and then he has an ultimate one that's like $20, right? They're all exactly the same. There is no difference. Everything, all those 3 tiers, the only difference of those 3 tier memberships is you're giving Phil more money. That's the only difference. And yet he still has the nerve to come on and rant and rave about a company doing something. At least they're giving their customers something. You're getting more characters, you get more skins, you'll get it. Phil is giving you zip. Phil is giving you nothing. You get the same exact thing you would get on the lowest support, the lowest membership support. You get exactly the same. You get nothing extra. And Phil has openly admitted it and said it, and just said, well, that's just an option just in case, my viewers want to support me more and give me more money. That's essentially what it is. There is nothing in his memberships. He does these Patreon videos, right? Which he charges his Patreons $50 a pop on top of whatever they give every month to do these react videos or whatever, right? Why not include that in your $20 third tier membership? Say, okay, if you contribute $20, I will give you one video every 3 months or every 6 months or whatever the case is. No, he doesn't do that. He doesn't do that. So Phil, you have no right, you shouldn't be talking about any of this. So you should keep your mouth shut. Now, I know you may, if you may counter this argument and say, well, no, I'm just a streamer. I'm a smaller business. It's just me. I'm not this big, huge company like Capcom that makes all this money and they're millionaires and billionaires. It's different. No, it isn't. No, it's not. It's the same exact principle, Phil. So until you get your situation straightened out, where you offer your viewers something in return for the money you're requesting, something good in return, you need to shut the hell up, okay? If you're sitting out here charging people $25 to name a Pokemon, you need to shut the hell up. If you're sitting here with 3 tiers for memberships, right? And there is no difference, the only difference of those 3 tier memberships is the cost, you need to shut the hell up, okay? Because you're doing the same exact thing. These companies like Capcom, Activision, EA, you're doing the same exact thing. Now, you're doing it on a smaller scale because you're just a piddly little streamer, but you're still doing the same exact thing, Phil. So, just my advice, whenever you decide you want to do these rants, before you do the rants, think to yourself, okay, do I have a moral leg to stand? Like, do I have the moral high ground, essentially? Do I have a leg, to talk about something? Am I above reproach when I rant and rave about someone doing something? Those are questions you need to ask yourself, Phil, before you go on these pointless rants that no one really cares about. And what it does is it just makes you look petty. You know what I mean? Because if you actually go to that video that I posted, everyone in chat just basically pointed the finger towards you. No one said, well, Phil has a point. Everyone said, Phil essentially has no room to speak. He is not the person that should be talking about this or mentioning this, because he does the same exact thing these large companies do, Phil. So please, before you decide to rant and rave and go off, because I understand, Phil, you need content. You need to fill that hour and a half of your boring, stale podcast, and you're doing your best to try to not talk about money and support, which you're trying your best, but it's bad. It's bad. If I have to grade you, you're barely passing. You got a D minus. All right, Phil. So work on those things and stop your ranting and raving. I know that's your shtick, and I know that you like to do that because you're being real and you're being honest with people. Stop doing that. And then maybe a company will look at your stream and say, okay, he looks like he's changing, he's trying to do better. And maybe you might get one of these sponsorships. Maybe you might get someone to partner with you. Just maybe. You never know. You may get a free code from Capcom to play Street Fighter 6, and they'll give you the free DLCs and everything. Just maybe. If you just didn't have this stupid attitude and try to make it seem like you're being real and honest and you're just, speaking the truth, though. Like I always say, Phil, yes, it's good to speak the truth, but sometimes you should just keep the truth to yourself. And the one example I always cite, Phil, is that, Phil, if your wife is a big, fat, ugly horse, right? And she comes to you and say, honey, I feel ugly, right? You won't say, well, yeah, honey, you're fat and ugly and you look like a horse. You wouldn't say that. You would say, no, baby, you look good. You look great. I love you. You look good. Give me a hug. You know what I mean? So, sometimes it's not always appropriate to spout off the truth. Anyway, that's my rant, people. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Peace out.